We're back, Contemporary Black Voices, and we're talking to Delana Taylor from Get It, and she's an instructor for Get It, and we're talking to her today about cryptocurrency. When we left off, Delana, we were talking about the volatility of cryptocurrency. So can you pick that up?
Yes. So when it comes to volatility, you have to think about cryptocurrency. It's newer when it comes to finance and economics and just stocks. And when you think about the stock exchange in general, it's the new kid on the block. And so what people do a lot of times is crypto is very you know, people use their emotions to invest into it a lot. And then the market caps are not the same. You think about the financial institutions that we have in America or just globally, you are talking about trillions of dollars that are exchanged daily. The only market cap that's within the trillions right now is Bitcoin. And so when people, since it's such a new economic phenomenon and people are really just still learning about it, they are quick to invest and quick to withdraw real fast because they use their emotions. A lot of people use their emotions when it comes to investing in cryptocurrency because it's so young when it comes to finances. It's not the same as futures or index or ETF or that same, where it's like, oh, you can buy it and hold. With cryptocurrency, people don't want to buy and hold. They want to buy, get their funds and move. And that validity, that's the difference between a millionaire and someone who's not. And so they use their volatility and they bet. It reminds me a lot of penny stocks and what people do with meme coins. And meme coins are cryptocurrencies that where people within a community, let's say, I'm going to say that we have a Get It meme coin, for example, and I'm going to rally thousands and thousands of people in this community to help me pump this meme coin. Yes, there are platforms and websites where you can invest in meme coins where you can just put money into and
Well,
then
before
watch
we get
it
into
go up.
the meme coin, I want to ask one quick question. Do you own crypto? And if
Oh, yes.
so, which one do you own?
Okay. Um, my investments, I guess I could share it. This is not financial advice, though.
No.
I own XRP.
You own
I,
what?
XRP.
XRP.
I
So,
own
do you have one of those crazy passwords?
Oh, yeah.
You know where you got to put the word in,
Yeah.
and it's got to be,
Yes, it has to be.
with so many.
Yes. You
I
have
had an
12.
investment in crypto, but hell, I lost the password. So somebody got a
It's a
lot of
seed
money.
phrase. Yeah, it's a seed phrase. And so if
Okay.
there's usually give you like a 12 word seed phrase if you're
Right.
using, but I use hardware wallets. Now there's
Okay.
digital wallets where you can go online and open up a wallet just like we have physical wallets here.
Right.
If you have a dollar, the traditional way is to put it in a wallet, okay? Digital money requires digital wallets. And so there are digital hardware wallets that you can connect to your laptop and store your crypto there and your 12 seed phrases you're referring to there. Or you can go online and just use the website. For example, MetaMask, that's a wallet. Uphold,
Okay.
that's a where you can store cryptocurrency. But I personally do not store my cryptocurrency on the website, on the web. I do not. I take it off and I put it in a hardware wallet or a cold wallet because that's the safest space. Because if anything happens to the internet, I still have my cryptocurrency.
Okay. We were talking about memes, and Dr. Sharon had a question about memes.
Yeah, these meme coins are really interesting. A lot of them are really cute.
Yeah.
But when people participate in buying these coins, there's that element of hope. So, how do you explain to people their threshold tolerance in terms of how far are they going to take whatever the balance is in that account before they withdraw? A lot of people
Yeah.
say they want to go dollar for dollar. Some folks say if I
Mm.
can just get 10 cents, I'll be happy.
Yeah, honestly, but that it depends on the person because money, everybody perceives and understands money differently. So for instance, I know guys in Atlanta, the Atlanta Blockchain Center is a bunch of guys that get together and just talk crypto and blockchain technology. And they have tens of thousands of dollars that they can put in a meme coin, and they will sleep at night not being bothered by if they lose money or not. So I do believe that the tolerance is dependent upon the person. What I'm willing to risk and what my financial situation looks like can be completely different than yours. And then
Sure.
you have people who have been in cryptocurrency since the start of it, since the inception of Bitcoin in 2009, right after the housing market crash in 2008. And that's one thing to understand. There's always a movement with money whenever there's a crisis. A lot of times the crisis is used to, kind of get you to focus on the crisis instead of how the monetary system is acting. And so a lot of people with the meme coins, they bet. It's a bet. It's literally a pump and dump. If you think about stocks, those are securities, of course. They're instruments of investment and credit and loans, and and they're exchanged on the stock FTC, of course. But meme coins, they are not. And so people are willing to risk it because they've seen in the past how these pump and dump meme coins have profited people. There are a lot of people in the crypto space who have become millionaires off pump and dumps. They do not use technical analysis, they do not use fundamentals. They simply use social media or just social networking to decide how they choose to invest. For example, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. One of your meme coins, I believe last year or 2 years ago, was Shiba Inu. It was this fresh new meme coin that came up, and it was like, wow, Shiba Inu, that's cool. And there's a bunch of social media, community networks, conversations about it, and people just bought it, bought it, bought it. And the guys that I knew in the Atlanta Blockchain Center made significant profits off of it. So it's really a risk, and reminds me of pump and dumps when it comes to penny stocks and the stock exchange. People aren't necessarily using, they're just using rumors and conversations to do it. If you are that confident to do it, more power to you. But I would rather know, I know what I'm willing to risk and what I'm not willing to risk. And it's different for everybody because everybody approaches crypto with a different savings account.
Right. Well, we're going to take another short break. Is that meme corn? Is that what Jay-Z has, or what he? They had some kind of little something or whatever. Maybe
Yeah,
Delana can tell us about that when we come back. But we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
yeah. Donald Trump.